sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. You guys doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Yueyang, and actually this is a video about not only destroyer tactics, but how fun and probably my favorite destroyer in clan battles is, which is the Yueyang. And man, check it out. It's gonna be so fun, and I hope you enjoy it. But before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you like what we're doing here, leave a comment, like, subscribe, share the video, whatever. And just have fun, because we like talking about sailing ships, shooting ships on this channel, and having a great time making good friends. So let's get right to it. All right, on the map north. Sorry, excuse me. If you don't know what clan battles is, first time here, it's basically a little bit more competitive with restrictions because carriers and subs are stupid, right? But that's exactly why the community and World of Warships don't put it in clan battles and certain modes of competitive, because they know how stupid they are, because those are anti-ship weapon systems. So this is a little bit more traditional style of game, where it's 7 versus 7, as you can see right here up at the top, 7 versus 7. A little bit more traditional competitive gameplay, and we have kind of a basic setup here of 2 destroyers. And you know, if you've seen my channel before, I like to break down a lot of the strategy and techniques and tips on certain maps with more of the competitive style, and then see how they work, see how they do. I mean, we're all about learning here, trial and error. And as you can see, basic setup is 2 destroyers, 4 cruisers, and Libertads, and then 2 destroyers, 4 cruisers, and a Republic battleship. 1 battleship per side, and of course, this is the basic setup of what I've seen most teams do. A lot of super ships these days, so mostly, as you can see here, 3 super ships maximum, and there are certain restrictions on the types of ships you could build. But if the topic of the video today is Yueyang, how do I play it? And man, this thing is so powerful. You can play it 2 different ways. If you don't know what it is, check out my video about it. But it basically is like a gearing with now the option of radar and smoke, and it has deep water torpedoes that go 13.5 rather than the American torpedoes that go out 16.5. Now, the bread and butter of this thing is, and again, I think it's some kind of weird gimmick about the ship, is its ability to literally avoid getting shot at for some darn reason. Whether it's the hull that's still lower in the water, or the maneuverability, or whatever, dispersion, gimmick, RNG, Jesus, whatever, this thing gets shot at like crazy, and people miss like crazy. And I think I use it so much to my benefit to survive a lot of engagements, and that's the thing. The guns are also nothing to gawk at. This has a legendary mod on it that allows it to get down to 2.7, but you sacrifice concealment to 6.5 detection. But today you can see I'm doing full gun build, no concealment, 7.2 with the gun range and the torpedo range. It's got engine boost, reload booster. The deep water torpedoes hit like a crazy mother. Reaction time 4.1 seconds. Now here we go. Here's the bread and butter here. The radar lasts about 30 seconds, which is ungodly for a destroyer with that commander on it and legendary mod. The legendary mod basically gives you an extra 20%, so you get a radar of 30 seconds, which is kind of the bread and butter here. As soon as you get detected, boom, pop the radar, and it goes out to 7.5, kind of like a Smallin style of gameplay, but you're in the kind of a gearing format. So really, really awesome. The downside is you don't have any heals. As a gunboat player, you definitely need heals, because you're going to be absorbing a lot of gunfights and a lot of damage, and you're going to need to recover that, I would say, damage and mistakes that you sometimes make. Now, the problem is, since you don't have it, you're going to have to rely on basically getting shot at and getting the enemy missing. So that's the downside. Okay, we got a little Novo. Don't know what the Novo is. I believe it's the Super Petro. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that, to me, when I see Novo, I just think of Super Petro. He's getting a little greedy right there, trying to sneak out. Now, the basic setup, as you can see right here, we have a Shimakaze out of the west, a Moscow out to the west. We have 5 ship superiority at Charlie here. So the idea was to overwhelm and overpower Charlie. The enemy team decided actually to have 3 ships to Bravo, 4 ships to Charlie, with the Marceau running in like I've seen most people do to this little island here at Charlie. And they kind of like rush in with a Kleber or Marceau French DD to really just get it real fast, cap it, and then get out of there. We have tried that strategy. It sometimes works. What I don't like about it is you're risking your Marceau drastically. As you can see right here, Marceau is definitely risking the ship, losing unnecessary health. And, I mean, you got the cap, but you don't win the game by capping first, right? You win the game by holding it the longest, and whoever has the most points at the end wins the game. And that's kind of like, I don't like that strategy too much. I like to play a little conservative. Yueyang, you can see in this situation, playing a little bit more conservative, trying to figure out, well, how do we engage this? And we're just trying to see if we can kill this Marceau here. Yep, and he's getting shot at like crazy. Yep, he's just rocking back and forth. Now, the cool thing about the guns of the Yueyang is they arc really darn well. So I like the arcs on it. Basically, they're like gearing arcs, and that's the good and deadly thing about the Yueyang. The rate of fire is, like I said, if you didn't have some of these leg mods and extra abilities on it, the gun reload, I believe, would be up in the 3 seconds or 4 maybe. But without the build that I have it out, it's down to 2.7, even with Fearless Brawler. So this kind of build, I'm just trying to see how fast I can get the guns out. And man, they're decent. Okay, now the thing about the Yueyang is also, if you go nose in, man, can you really get some a really good dodging and the ability to actually just hunt down destroyers. I mean, it is a great hunter-killer destroyer. I mean, I was surprised because this thing is so hard to kill sometimes, because if it's coming at you, doing a little shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake, left and right, it's so hard to hit. I'm telling you. We'll give examples of it later. All right, so we're firing on the Marceau here. Let's see if we can get him before he runs away. See, look at all the unnecessary damage he took. I mean, just rushing in there just for a cap. I mean, again, if that's your strategy to sacrifice the destroyer, but like I said, I've always said the destroyer player is the key component of the game. And now as a destroyer player, we need to also spot and go in and take the cap as well as kill the other destroyer at this point of the game. All right, so we've got the Marceau on our left with Nova Brisket Republic. Oh, and we have the other Novo right there that we were shooting at earlier. He is almost down to health. Let's see if we can get him burned down, and we're behind an island. So this is great shooting right here. As a good destroyer player, use as much of the islands to your advantage to just fire for free, so you're not taking unnecessary damage right here. So look, he's looking at us. You can see his guns right there. If you can see his guns, front 2 guns, I'm looking at those right there, looking at me. Until I see the exclamation point, I'm good. He can't see me. Now here's the problem. Nobody is spotting him for me, and therefore I was the one that should have been spotting. Oh, we got a good fire right there. We're going to burn him down. Again, good destroyer player, you need to sneak out behind the island and get a little spotting action going for your team. And there he is. Yep, we get spotted, and there he is. So now we're going to aim at superstructure area right there. See if we can get some fire. Then we get the kill. Nice. And ooh, we take unnecessary damage right there, 5,000. I thought I could juke the shells, but unfortunately, he took out my engine. All right, let's see if we can go around the island here. All right, here's another bread and butter of the Yueyang. Not only is it a great destroyer killer, and it can farm and spam from behind islands, it's a great torpedo destroyer as well. Take a look at this shot right here. So launch one right at the reticle, one right in front. Obviously, my detection is 7.2, so I'm going to get detected right away. Of course, you can rebuild this thing down to 6.5. If you don't take the leg mod, you're going to get down to 5.8. So very, very good detection. Similar playstyle as the gearing. And here's that power, the reload booster right there. Reload your torpedoes, and you send out another 10 fish into the water, and holy crap, he is just absorbing so much damage. And by the time his front turret gets to us, look at all these shells flying all over the place. They are hitting us like onesie, twosie, and boom, there he goes. One torpedo, he goes down. The deep water is hit like a Mack truck, and they go down as well. And look, even though we took that, look, potential damage of 432,000 damage, and we're still got about 14k health. That is incredible right there. It's not good at absorbing the damage. It's good at being shot at and just getting killed. I'm sorry, or getting shot at and just dodging and them missing your shots, and they're wasting a lot of their shots on Yueyang. Now take a look at this. Salem goes down. Holy crap! Look, we're losing the game. 570 points to 830, and we have, according to the time earlier, if you don't see it, during the game I saw it, the time was at about 1 minute and 30 seconds that I had to get to the Bravo and win this game, which is pretty crazy how this game ended up. And this game, literally, sometimes, like I said, you don't win by capping. You just win by killing other ships and holding the caps at the very, very end. We just get to the nick of time of Bravo and Alpha, and look at that. We just win the game based on that. Look at how close that was. We literally were about to lose about in like 30 seconds, and then we kill the Salem, putting us just enough time, and we win the game at the very last second there. And now we just got to hunt the Yamagiri, man. But literally, this thing is wild. The Yamagiri gets spotted right there, and holy crap, this thing is awesome. I mean, Yueyang is a powerhouse, and it helped wins games, I'm telling you. And look at it, he's shooting at us. Destroyers always have a tough time killing us, and boom, there it is, /3 kills in clan battles with Yueyang. This thing is a great hunter killer, great torpedo boat, great capper, great spammer, man. And it's so hard to shoot at. I'm telling you, people, even destroyers shooting at it, it's hard to hit, right? Just basic idea, but look at this: 3 kills in a clan battle game. That's pretty cool. I mean, that is powerful for a destroyer. If you have a destroyer that's killing 3 to 4 guys per game in a destroyer, that's crazy. Okay, pretty strong right there. And those are the stats right there. Let's take a look at another game where I actually rebuild this thing for a more lower concealment and more focused on RPF and gun build. So let's take a look at it. Okay, here's the next game where we have with Yueyang and Hotspot in the domination mode for clan battles. And like I said, we are playing against some pretty good teams. Some of these, my teammate was looking at some of the stats of some of these other players, and they're no joke. Some of these guys are really good, super Unicom players. Some of them are Hurricane leagues. We're in Storm League right now. I mean, we're just average players. I'm just an average player, YouTuber, just having fun. And but Yueyang has really elevated my playstyle to help me make a little bit different decisions, a little bit better decisions, a little more aggressive decisions, especially against these top tier kind of players I'm going against. I'm just an average player, like I said. But going up against these certain, like, Storm, Hurricane, even Typhoon kind of guys that are playing, just look at some of their stats. I mean, these guys are no joke. But man, this thing, Yueyang, is freaking powerful. Now, here's the funny one. This was a video that I thought was hilarious because the other team had an Air Force. If you don't know, the Gudenlao, whatever, has airstrikes. You can see they go out to 13 kilometers. Airstrike, 3 right there. Oh, and then also they have the Prince Van Orange, and it has a 15-kilometer airstrike with the Trump. Also, 12-kilometer airstrike. You literally have an entire Air Force over here in clan battles, which is hilarious. But, however, I have seen teams that are very good. Utilize this strategy very well by literally bombing the crap out of somebody just sitting around the island. But we're going to take advantage knowing that. Again, having good strategy also means that you can counter someone's, special ability or whatever just by using sheer strategy and finding out what works and really playing that against them, because we know that they're going to have to be sitting still or they're more focused on airstrikes. They sacrifice a lot of things like radar, hydro, or whatever, gun power for that ability to have. So we're going to use that against them, especially in the Yueyang. So as a good destroyer player, I'm out there literally now. I'm going full speed in clan battles. Normally I would be going 3/4 in randoms, but a little bit more aggressive now. Not as much radar, not much threats. Look at all the Air Force airplanes right there. Look at that. Let me take a look. Look at those airstrikes. Good and loud. We're shooting down literally 9,000 health airplanes right there, and they're bombing the crap out of our Conde. Look at, oh my gosh. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flights of airstrikes. Oh, we're getting shot at now. Bogun Lua right there. There he is. So we get spotted. We launch a spread of torpedoes. I get the reload booster going. So basically I hit it right off the bat, 8-second reload, and I got another set right there. We're going to shoot him. As you can see, right in the Gudenlao. Now, he dodges all of them in that. So, TLDR, he actually did a good job in reverse. And, man, it's hard to hit sometimes these torpedoes because of basically the spreads that they're at. So, there's some more airstrikes going out there. Holy crap, I didn't realize on the replay until this replay that I saw of how many airstrikes were sent right there. But, again, as a good destroyer player, what are you doing? You're literally quiet, stealthy. Notice we took unnecessary damage there. We took about 5k health damage off that was not required. But now we're spotting for our team because we're going to get a lot of spotting damage. So we got our Clausewitz, Libertad, and Conde on the east side. Novabrisk will cover Charlie, and then the Shima and Moscow, like the last strategy, will go into Alpha and hold, play defensive. So that was kind of our basic strategy here. See what the team does first because we have no idea where they're at. So I have to be the one to go out there and literally find out where the team is at. Enemy team right now looks like they're at Bravo. We have 1 Trump accounted for. Yamagiri, we're not really sure where he's at. We have Gudenlao holding this corner, a Gudenlao holding there, a Gudenlao holding 3 of the edges of basically around the perimeter of Charlie while the Hanover is pushing forward. So what are we going to do right here? We're basically going to keep the Gudenlao spotted for my Libertad right there, and he's basically going to go rush in, and I think the Gudenlao will die to the Libertad. Ooh, nice Citadel shot right there. And let's take a look at how this actually plays out. So Gudenlao, yeah, not very good chasing a kiting away Libertad right there. So he's basically going to get melted down. We're not going to engage. We're not going to fire. We're going to keep our stealth. We have the Trump now visually spotted. So we have good spotting on the one destroyer. We are still looking for the other one. And we're going to eliminate 1 ship off the map. I find that strategy works out very well where we don't go in the cap right away. At least take out 1 ship first to give yourself a ship advantage. And then we can actually begin to make a more educated, decisive decision. All right, there it is. Conde takes out Gudenlao. Now we basically have Gudenlao, 2 more left with the Prince Van Orange out in the west. I'm assuming the Amagiri is going to be out there spotting for him. So we're going to launch one spread right there, and we're going to hunt down this Trump right here. So we can get this guy out of the map, and it will help out our team a lot. So keeping that team visually spotted. Again, not doing too much shooting right here, but you can see the basic strategy here is really just spotting and keeping just contact with the enemy, so it gives my supporting teammates the ability to make a better positional decision, as well as getting your guns on target and get at the right moment. Okay, Shimakaze torps the Goon Lao right there, gets him out, which is really difficult to do because he's got no spotting or anything over here. So this Goon Lao was just basically dead just from being broadside. And now Goon Lao fires, break down our Nova Brisk right there. So that is bad on our team. Now we got the Hanover. Now, Hanover is very powerful. Super ship, battleships, kind of like the GK, going against my Libertad. And I was taking a look at my Libertad, how much health does my Libertad have left. And we launch one spread right there, one in front and one on the rectangle. So in case he speeds up or turns away, we get one. And I'm hoping that, you know, he'll hit that spread. I'm waiting for my reload booster to come back up. Again, this reload booster is awesome because, look, my reload for this thing is normally about a minute, 2 minutes. If I get this reload booster, I get the thing right back right away. Let's take a look how he does. How are these torpedoes looking there? Ooh, these look actually pretty good. My Libertad needed it because he was about to die. We're launching one just preemptive just in case. And 1, 2... And there's the kill right here. 3. There it is. Splash. 1. 37,000 damage. Holy crap. We take out the Hanover, and that saved our Libertad right there. Again, keeping my ship alive helps out a lot by doing that. Hurricane Trump, only 6,000 health left. Definitely easily killable right here, so we'll just take free shots. He's not even looking at us. So right there on the bat, we're going to shoot the Trump, and he is running away. Nothing he can do. He is surrounded. Even though he has a Goon Lao in front of him, there's nothing we can do. We're going to focus on the shore. That is the name of our gameplay. Focus on the shore. You kill the shore, you increase your probability of winning. That's my rule for destroyer players out there. Kill the other shore. And do we get this kill? Nope, we don't. Oh, we do. Holy crap, that last shot got him. Splash 2, 38,000. And we're going to shoot at the Goon Lao right here. He is literally just slow sailing it. Oh, we lose our Conde to the Trump torpedoes. Torpedoes, he only has three torpedoes, 2 sets of them, not really strong, but he got the Conde. All right, let's take a look. Oh, nice shot, Libertad from the back there. Okay, so now we basically overwhelmed Charlie there. So our Shimakaze will take Charlie, and the Prince Orange will engage with Moscow. We have to kill the Yamagiri in order to win this thing because they have more caps than we do. If they kill one of our ships, so they start getting an increase in points. So we're going to go ahead and go one-on-one with the Yamagiri right here. And this is a good example of one-on-one engagements with the Yueyang. Very, very strong hunter-killer DD. Basically, I'm going to stay a small profile as long as possible because look at this thing. This thing is somewhat thin, but since it's kind of low in the water, even though they've raised the hull a little bit out with an update, it's still low in the water domain. It is difficult to hit, especially from a destroyer's perspective as well. So we're just going to use the front 2 guns at some point. So here we go. We're going to do shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. If you go, I'm going left, right, left, right, left, right right now. And see how he's doing. Look at how slim profile is. Now, the problem is he's only got 1 gun in front, so he's got exposed his entire ship. So we're going to go hard left. Look at that. We only take about 3 grand. We're taking about, what, 2,300 every couple seconds. There's 2,600 in here. We are nose in profile, only 2 guns. Look at by nosing in, he had to sacrifice his nose in and only getting 1 gun in front to splash 3. He goes down, and we take the cap that way. And here's the power of the shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. Left turn. Ouch, that hurt. That would have hurt way more had we been full broadside right there. But look at this. We're now going to just go slim profile. As a good destroyer player, just go slim. And he's got airstrikes are coming in. I'm trying to just make sure, watching these shells fly through the air and avoiding them. See, like a lot of those shots are happening, and here is the airstrike. Holy crap. I hope it doesn't hit me. Just see what it does to the Yueyang. Oh, look at that. Even dodge airstrikes. Look at that. We were literally in the line of fire of the airstrike. And, man, this thing is just... It just dodges things so freaking well. I mean, it is freaking powerful.
Problem solved, sir. Engine boost.
And we're going to take Bravo Cap and kill the run. So that we win the game just by that alone. I mean, the power of the Yueyang. Look at 3 kills again. I mean, I'm getting a lot of kills just in Yueyang with the torpedo power, the gun power. I mean, it is, and just being able to spot and just radar everything. Really freaking strong. And I think I have one more video just to show how much damage you can take in the Yueyang. And I'm not talking about absorbing them. I'm just talking about how many shells are fired at you, and you just absorb so much, and people are missing, which helps out your team a lot, because when they fire, they waste their shot, they reload, and they're also missing, which they're getting nothing out of it. So let's take a look at, that'll be my final thing. Build will be at the end of the video as well, but let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so this is we lose this match, but this is a basic just a gameplay video of the Fuego map here. Sorry, what is this map? Land of Fire. Land of Fire. Basic separation, but man, this is just a demonstration of how much firepower this thing can really just dodge. This is just dodging at this point. Okay, we get radar right off the bat. Just take a look at just getting shot at. Look at that. All that Annapolis shells right there. That was 60,000 worth of HP fired at us. And there's okay, he gets a good shot there. And now we're just shimmy, shimmy, shake. Here's an example of the shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. I'm just going left, right. And just doing this little basic maneuver dodges so much incoming fire. It's freaking ridiculous. And it's very annoying, actually. I would class... Again, if you're above 1 million potential damage, you were classified in my book as an annoying ship right there. Look, we dodged 325,000 just with that engagement alone. So we'll speed this up. Let me show you another situation we were engaged. So we capped that. Yep, just running around. All right, now it's good at killing destroyers here. Here's an example of killing destroyers. So we're going against Yamagira here. It's just unsuspecting, right? But the guns, I mean, they are decent. I mean, they're 127mm guns, basic, you know, kind of gearing guns. A little lofty there. But, I mean, I've tried to build for the ability of dispersion, so you're getting the best dispersion you can. You take a look at my build. There's 2 builds that I did. One was a long-range gun build, and one was more of the, this is the more RPF kind of hunter-killer-destroyer role. 6.5 detection, 7.5 radar, and you got the guns there, and there's our first kill right there. So very, very powerful in that regard. We dodged the torpedoes there. We launched torpedoes. Again, this is good at killing the Patrie. We'll see that later. Again, we lose this engagement, actually. Let me speed this up. Okay, he goes down. Yeah, we're just shooting him for fun. We don't really kill him. I'm just speeding this up a little bit just to show you it's not really about the killing in this match. It's really just the dodging ability of this thing. Yeah, we shoot. See, the guns do decent damage. They start fires. Really good at that. All right, we got Yueyang firing us. Look at the dodging here. We just go left, go right, go left. Look at all the shots. I mean, you're literally seeing splashes all over the place in this thing. It looks like almost as if I'm dropping depth charges like crazy. But look, nobody can hit you. I'm telling you, this thing is wild. 787 potential damage. No, keeping your eye on the top right of the screen here, the potential damage. 787,000 damage here. We'll speed this up again. And we'll just see if we can engage this Patrie. Let's fire on a normal spread of torpedoes, see what happens. Just praying for rain. Pretty much, we've lost this match. You can see it's basically 4-on-2. Game is pretty much over. We're just trying to see how much we can dodge here. Notice I'm at 787, okay? Let's see how high. We get a hit there, and he's flooding. Wow, nice. And this is where we're like, game's over. Let's just shoot. All right, here we go. Let's begin here. 787,000 potential damage so far in the first 10 minutes of game. And now look at Minotaur shooting at us. We've got possibly Annapolis shooting at us. We've got Patrie's secondary shooting at us, which are awesome, by the way. They're really rapid and fire reload. I think you about a 1.5 second reloads on the Patrie secondaries. And look at that. We're 955 potential damage. And notice, again, I'm just shimmy, shimmy, shake, shaking left and right. Throttle juke. I'm in slamming full reverse here, absorbing this full salvo, and look at that. It's in front. That would have totally blapped us, but you know what? We slammed on the brakes. Totally missed. That's 1.3 million potential damage there, and we actually get a kill on the Patrie. Okay, look at all these shells flying all over the place. Shells over there, shells to the rear, shells behind us. Yueyang is shooting at us. Annapolis is now shooting at us, and we are at now 1.6 million damage there. And okay, now let's just, the game's over, so let's just take this one-on-one with the Yueyang. Now here, this is what it looks like firing against Yueyang, okay? He's a simple destroyer. You think you can hit him, just look at him. And even for me, it's challenging, okay? The shells just don't seem to connect. It just seems like the RNG Jesus is protecting the Yueyang from all these dang shells. And this thing is, holy crap, really difficult. You really, I just gotta kind of wiggle it out there. I finally get a hit, but they only do, look at that, only get like 3 pins. Well, there's one. Finally get 2. There's another one. Not after he's getting me, though. We're 1.9 million potential damage right there. Not 1.94. Finally, a Minotaur gets us right there. And we absorbed literally almost 2 million potential damage just as a little measly destroyer. I'm telling you, this thing dodges shells like crazy. But anyways, both builds will be at the end of the video. We'll take a look at them and let me know what you think. As always, hope you enjoy the channel. Hope you like what we're doing here. As always, like, subscribe button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. And if you see me out there, make sure you say hi. And hope you guys are safe and have a great week. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.